You look at what is happening in the energy sector, and specifically, I mentioned the Dangote issue and the union. On one hand, the union are accusing Dangote of high-handedness. On the other hand, there are those who are saying that the unions are overreaching themselves. That interplay, how do you describe it? What's your view?
Look, I think one thing is sure. The Dangote refinery. In banking, we talk about a bank that is too big to fail. The Dangote refinery is too big a project in Nigeria that it's a national project. It's one man's project, it's also a national project. So the government of the day must understand. The same way as in some countries, they will say, look, a bank is so big to fail because it controls everything. I think it's important to understand that the Dangote refinery, given the size, the scale, the fact that we have an NPC has continuously made a fool of us with the other refineries spending money. If you go and check, when they were voting money to repair Port Harcourt and Co, I came out shouting, saying that they would just steal the money. Perhaps have been vindicated already. So the result is that whether we like it or not, Dangote's refinery is an important national asset. So the only thing we have to do is to protect it, amongst other things. Right. Now, as for the unions, I don't think unionism should ever extend to the point where you have a dispute with Channels TV and you threaten that therefore you paralyze the whole nation. That is foul. That's not unionism. In fact, that is almost behaving like a warlord. If you have a dispute with an employer, you cannot, because of a dispute with one employer, you want to paralyze the whole nation as a means of putting pressure on one employer to do something. So we have to be very careful. And the more we are, also, please, let's understand that there are some countries that people don't want to invest in because the unions are too powerful. Yes, because why would a businessman want to go to a country where you make the smallest mistake and the union will shut you down, shut down the whole system, collapse everything? Will you invest in that kind of place? So it's important that we also ensure that the unions do not become so militant and do not start thinking even in terms of shutting down. We've heard stories about attempts at sabotage of the refinery and all that stuff. Look, we have to protect a national asset.